at this wonderful moment.
When is shooting time?
Sorry?
When is shooting time?
I'm glad I had the good sense this afternoon, instead of going out with the tour, to write down my remarks. I don't know that I could have done it at this moment. And in anticipation of this being an overwhelmingly moving moment, I thought before turning to address Zane, I'd start out with a joke about mothers and sons to cut the emotion. I figured it's the equivalent of imagining all of you in your underwear, which is a device often used to alleviate stage fright. So let's see if it works. So a young Jewish man excitingly tells his mother that he's met the woman of his dreams, he's fallen in love, and he wants his mom to meet her. And he says, just for the fun of it, Mom, I'm going to bring my girlfriend with two of her girlfriends, and I want you to try to guess which one of the three it is that I want to marry. And the mother agrees. The next day, he brings the three women home, and he sits them all on a couch, and they start chatting. And then he says, okay, Mom, can you guess which one I'm going to marry? And she immediately replies, the one on the right. That's amazing, Mom. You're right. How did you know? The Jewish mom replies, I don't like her. Okay, I can breathe now. So jokes are the funniest when they hit an uncomfortable truth, that we don't always live our lives as if each of us is created in the image of God and worthy of dignity and respect. We laugh because we recognize that to err is human. That's why we need a moral guide in life. And the Torah is our font of wisdom on how to live a long, fulfilling, prosperous, and impactful life, one worthy of remembrance. Judaism teaches that you are put on this earth for a reason, which carries with it responsibilities and challenges to meet a higher standard, one we fail too often to meet, as the joke depicts. Neither the son nor the mother live by Rabbi Hillel's famous one-sentence summation of what the Torah teaches. That which is hateful to you, do not do unto another, Hillel says. This is the whole Torah, the rest is commentary. Now go study. And study you have this year, Zane, so beautifully that you've absorbed the lessons of your Torah portion. Exaggerated fears of the unknown, calculated risk-taking to achieve your goals, self-respect and self-discipline, which are the keys to commanding your life, according to Clint Eastwood, and the virtues of courage and faith and determination. Grandpa Donnie noted last night how you've blossomed in the last 6 months, and he said that Papu agreed with him. No doubt it's partially due to your gleaning and absorbing the lessons of your Torah portion and what it means to be a bar mitzvah or a responsible member of the Jewish people and God's partner in making the world a better place. But it's also because you've confronted and overcome the challenges our family has encountered this last year, including an all too absent mother. You've done it with grace and maturity and compassion, a virtual mirror of your father. In becoming more like your father, and like Caleb and Joshua, the two spies rewarded by God for their faith and confidence and determination to overcome obstacles, you have learned that if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Circumstances once considered obstacles become surmountable hurdles. As you put it, B's and C's turn to A's and A pluses. You've learned that the highest form of ignorance is when you reject something you don't know anything about. You've learned that you can be miserable with the status quo, or you can motivate yourself to improve it, motoring yourself to better circumstances. You've learned that whether you're stagnant or improving is always your choice. The way to become the person you wish to become is to act like that person, while accepting the help of others who want to help you become your best. In performing so well in your bar mitzvah, you've realized your potential through your hard work and deeds. You've learned that how people treat you is their karma. How you react is yours, which is essentially Clint Eastwood's point. And you've learned that if you expect more than you're capable of, you'll ultimately give more than you thought you could. Though God was furious at the fearful spies for deciding not to go to the promised land, at Moses' urging, God didn't write off the Jewish people. When he calmed down, God said, "Do better." And when the Jewish people did better, we were rewarded. God allowed us into the land of milk and honey, led by faithful stalwarts, Caleb and Joshua. And so it is with life. You should aspire to growth, not perfection, realizing that our growth journey is never a smooth path. The truth about life is there will always be incremental progress amid backsliding, because no one is perfect. Life is a metaphorical journey from Egypt or slavery to Sinai, where Moses received the Torah, our font of wisdom. Like Moses, we never completely get there, but in trying to be a little better day by day, we make our lives a blessing. Remember what God said to Abraham, "I will bless you, and you will be a blessing." Zane, you are so incredibly blessed to have so much love and goodness in your life. Your gorgeous inside soul, or neshama, is more beautiful than your handsome exterior. The question and test of your life is not how good you are so you get stuff, but having got stuff, how good will you be? How will you make your life a blessing? As a work in progress, how will you continue to evolve? Now that you're a bar mitzvah, what will you do with the gift of your life and your blessings? As with the generation of Moses, Caleb, and Joshua, and all those that preceded and succeeded them, whom you've yet to read about, it's in your hands and heart to make a life of goodness, responsibility, and love, so that your life is a blessing. Don't just let life happen to you. You've learned this year the importance of having a plan, an aspiration, a dream, like going to the Air Force Academy is next, perhaps. Know that if you live your life right, you'll never be done aspiring. It's a beautiful call to action, because life is a game of trial and error, success and failure, as you continuously get closer and closer to each successive goal. Though this is your third trip to Israel, I know that sharing this experience with our friends and family has been especially meaningful, and it's a testimony to the adage that if you want to travel fast, travel alone. If you want to travel far, travel together. As the heir of a noble and sacred past, you are a custodian of a blessed and noble future. You are fortunate to have a strong voice, which will grow even stronger. Combined with the resources you enjoy, your voice will be powerful, and we urge you to use it. Even turn up the volume if necessary, as the world grows progressively perilous to our values and heritage. Remember that we are the luckiest Jews who've ever lived. Help make sure that our children and grandchildren and their grandchildren will be able to say the same thing. I close with this prayer. May you remember the rich Jewish past you have inherited, and be forever mindful of the bright Jewish future that must be secured and enriched. And may the memories of cherished loved ones, which guide your actions, inspire you to live a life worthy of remembrance. I promise you that if you live your life this way, you'll choose a wife that will not only be a blessing to you, but will be someone I'm destined to love. Now that will be a blessing.